In this video, we're going to learn how to solve one-step equations for a single variable. Suppose I have the equation x plus 6 equals 18. To solve this equation, we need to get x by itself on one side and our constant terms on the other. I can do this by using inverse operations. When I say inverse, it's like considering the opposite of a particular operation. So for example, if I have addition, the inverse or opposite operation is subtraction. If I have subtraction, the inverse operation is addition. If I have multiplication, the inverse operation is division, and vice versa. If I have division, my inverse is multiplication. Here we have x plus 6 equals 18. To solve this equation, I need to move the 6 from the left side to the right side, so that I can have x by itself on the left. To do that, I'll use inverse operations. Here I have addition. My inverse is subtraction. So I can subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. This gives me x equals 12. Now suppose I have the equation x minus 6 equals 24. On the left, I have minus 6. To move that to the right side of the equation so I can isolate x, I'm going to need to use the inverse of subtraction, which is addition. So I'll add 6 to both sides. This leaves me with x equals 24 plus 6, and 24 plus 6 equals 30. So my solution is x equals 30. Now let's suppose I have the equation 3x equals 27. In order to isolate x on the left side of the equation, I'm going to need to take the coefficient of 3 and divide it from both sides. 3x is the same thing as saying 3 times x. So my inverse operation is division. I divide 3 from both sides of the equation, and that gives me x equals 9. Now let's take a look at one more example. Let's suppose I have x divided by 5 equals negative 50. Well, here we have division. X is being divided by 5. In order to isolate x on the left, I'm going to need to use the inverse of division, which is multiplication. So I'll multiply by 5 on both sides. The 5's cancel out on the left, and I'm left with x equals the product of negative 50 times 5. You'll want to work that off to the side, most likely. 0 times 5 equals 0. 5 times 5 is 25. And because we have one negative and one positive, our answer is negative. So x divided by 5 equals negative 50. Gives us x equals negative 250. I hope you found these examples helpful. We'll see you next time.